Hello, everyone. I'm starting to get excited about leaving for the Appalachian Trail in a couple months. And I think I've honed in on my big four, which, if you don't know what that is your sleep system and your pack. So there are four items, the big items that are in there. And I thought I'd share the decisions I made and why I made those decisions. It's kind of customary to do these. I just came in from shoveling snow. We only got a couple inches, which was good. So it was pretty easy shoveling. But until I have to go back out there, I thought, I'll get this done. And okay, so the first thing, you saw me putting it up the other day, and that is my tent, which is the Durston X-Mid Pro 1. It's a Dyneema tent, and it weighs just over a pound. Let me see what it actually comes in at. It's 17.3 ounces. So yes, just over a pound. And I did weigh it, and that's exactly what it did come in at. So, okay, I will be using, but I'm not considering this in the big for, as I said in the other video, but for people who didn't see it, the Alpenlokers Carbon Pro Series poles. I do have to get them to send me a new screw because the one pole, I'm not sure which one it is now, keeps slipping and I can't seem to get it tight enough. So obviously they need to be repaired a bit, but they are light, about as light as you can get, I think. And they do fold up pretty small, which is nice. So those will be the poles that I use to hold up the tent. All right, so for my quilt, yes, I decided to go with a quilt instead of a sleeping bag. They just seem lighter. I've never had one, so I figured if I was going to go with a new, lighter version, I might as well go ahead and try the quilt out. So this is the Outdoor Vitals Storm Loft 15. And I did go with the blue, which I just really like this color blue. It reminds me of my first Ford Mustang my husband and I had. It was actually his car when I met him, but it was this color. So I just love this color. So went with that. And it does have the closed toe box, and it does have a comfort rating of 15 degrees. I did call and check that was the comfort rating, not the below, like the bottom rating of survival. So, and I have seen people who have reviewed this quilt and said that, yes, it does keep them warm. And it is the snuggliest, softest thing. You just want to hug it. It's lovely. But it compresses. Look at how it just compresses so easy. So it'll take up less room also in the pack. Plus, it doesn't have the one side of it. It also has straps where it will connect to the sleep pad. Those are in the bag with, it has a compression bag, and it also has a larger storage bag so you don't damage your loft over a long period. My sleeping pad is the Neo Air X-Therm NXT. This has an R value of 7.3, so it's a high R value, which means it's going to be a warmer, more protective pad. And having these two together, work together for your warmth, really makes a difference. In my research, they say it doesn't do you any good to have a 15-degree quilt and put out the money for this if you're not going to put a good pad underneath it. So I ended up going with this, and this weighs exactly 16 ounces, which is a pound. I do have an underlayment that I am thinking of using under the tent. I did not put it in the video prior because I haven't modified it to the actual dimensions of the tent. You don't want it to be wider because if you make it wider, then the water will trap on top of it and go between the tent bottom and this liner. So you want to make sure it's just smaller, I believe, just a bit smaller than the footprint of the inside of where the bug net is. So I have sewing skills. I have a grommet gun, so I could make this work. Or I'll just get the Tyvek and use what everybody else is using is the Tyvek. And someone made a helpful suggestion to put it in a washing machine to get it more pliable. So I might be doing that. My pack. This has been the thing that's been holding up the big four. Well, I guess my quilt, I kind of went back and forth on the quilt of what I wanted to go with that, whether I wanted a mummy bag. I think I was so afraid of the cold, but I'm becoming less and less as I'm out there more and more. It really is about proper equipment, proper layering, research. I've decided as of now to stick with the heavier pack. I did go out. My girlfriends and I went out to REI. Shout out to Francis and Mary Beth. They are my hiker friends and I just love them dearly. But we went out to REI and I kind of disappeared on them and was walking around the store with these heavy packs on. But I tried the Flash 55. I tried something Aura, I believe it was, and one other one. They did have 3, I guess 2.2 pound, 8 ounce or under packs there. I hated all of them. The Flash 55, the REI Flash 55, I think was the most comfortable, but all of them moved independently of me, no matter what we did. A couple of them did have the load lifters, which I was really surprised. But I packed it exactly the way I packed this pack for training. And I don't have to be that particular about how I pack this pack. And it felt like it was moving me and I wasn't controlling it. And then also it felt like it was pulling me backwards, which really scares me on if you're on the side of a cliff, you're going somewhere very narrow or you slip a little. If your pack's a little bit off balance, that's scary. And I'm going to have sometimes upwards of another 10 pounds, depending on how much food or water I have to carry for that section. So I didn't even want to chance that. The pack has to feel stable to me. I put on 20 pounds on this. I barely notice it. Doesn't bother me at all. So I know that the miles are going to add up. And I know what people are saying about that an extra 2 pounds is going to be accrue. But I feel that if that happens, I can go to an outfitter or have a pack sent to me and exchange out my pack for less pounds at that point. Maybe it'll be warmer in the summer and I won't be carrying, I don't know what I would be, maybe, I don't know. I don't know how you're going to get it much later. Right now, my base weight with everything is sitting at 17 pounds, 4 ounces, which is very respectable. And that includes my luxury chair. So I easily could put the luxury chair in a hiker box or send it home at some point if I decide to keep it. I'm holding on to it for dear life. I don't like sitting on the ground or on the floor. I'm getting used to it. I'm practicing it. That's why when I do the videos, a lot of times I sit on the floor because I'm trying to get used to it. But I prefer to be sitting in a chair and I like that air chair. So we'll see. But anyway, I've taken off the brain, which makes it 3 pounds, 8 ounces. But the problem with taking off the brain is it leaves this little hole at the top. Doesn't have the fold top. So I either have to figure out, sew something on to clip it, somewhere in here, which it's easy to add a clip. Or this clip right here, and clip it, which is doable. But I don't know if that's going to make water pull in here. But the woman at REI, they are so helpful there. And I brainstormed and we decided that what we would do is maybe take out all the innards because the brain on this acts as a fanny pack, which is nice to have. And I might want that for town. So I'm going back and forth. But take out all the insides. I can sew and everything, but I won't need to. Just cut them out. Everything inside of it to get out some of the ounces of weight and just leave the sheath on the top and the clips to clip it to. And then it will look like it normally does when it's all, I'll put up a picture of the pack when it's all clipped in nice with the brain on it. So yeah, so I might do that. I'm kind of working out different things in my head. I'm very crafty. I sew, I can knit, I can do all kinds of things. So I might try to modify this bag, get anything off of it that doesn't need to be here on it, and see if that works. But we'll see. So that's where I'm at. This is my big 4. Did I tell you how much it weighs altogether? I think I did. I might be rambling on too long here. It's 6.8 pounds total for the big 4. So that is not bad. And yeah, so I'm really excited. I've really enjoyed the process of planning this out more than I thought. I'm not usually a specs person. I don't usually do charts like this, but lighterpack.com makes it so easy. And I suggest everybody, because it really shows you where your weight is coming from. A big portion of my weight is coming from the pack. So, you know, it really gives you an idea of where you might be able to cut some serious weight. And that has really helped me. So I still have to be working on my meal plans, because I might be doing some more boxes than I thought. My daughter and I are going to have a powwow. Both of my daughters are being so supportive. We're going to have a powwow about meal planning, because I have a dairy allergy. And just from what I'm seeing at these, where people are restocking, and I have been to Dollar Tree, there is not a lot there that's dairy free. Almost everything has dairy in it. So I'm going to have to really think about this and at least have some supplemental boxes for when I can, so I don't have to eat the same things over and over again. I also eat extremely healthy diet. So all this processed food is going to be really hard on me digestively. So eating a little bit healthier and having some boxes sent, even if they're going to be a pain, might be my better option. So yeah, so I'm busy planning that. And yeah, so I'm excited about the journey. Thank you so much for everybody who's reached out to offer trail magic. So all those trail angels out there that are offering to help me, I really appreciate it. And I hope you continue watching my journey and supporting me. And I'm going to get back out there and shovel a little bit more ice away. And I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. She's really not behaving, so I might have to put her away. Stop. Go. Okay. Go.